You want to guess or? All right. You want to guess? Okay, go ahead. Third. Almost right. All right. تفضل شيخ. Announce. Third goes to.
معاذ معاذ أمان الله.
تكبير.
تكبير. Second place goes to Harith Nadeem. Takbir. And first place, Firas Alim. Takbir.
ما شاء الله. Now Firas, inshallah ta'ala, I'm going to surprise him now, but get ready that he decided that one day in Ramadan, after Taraweeh, he's going to sit down on this table like Abdul Ahad did a few years ago, and you ask him any place from the Quran, and he's ready to answer. Ready? Inshallah ta'ala. That in Ramadan, inshallah. He's preparing. So make dua for all our beautiful Huffaz, mashallah. May Allah protect them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the Quran engraved in their heart. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them from the people who work and live by the Quran. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, we'll start our lecture. We're still preparing for Ramadan. In 2 minutes, pray your sunnah and we'll start inshallah right away. One more takbir. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. When I see you scattered like that, I have to keep doing like this. So if I do like this, it's easier. So if you could come just a little bit to the front. Because now the time is late and a lot of brothers are leaving. And I don't blame them. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Today, inshallah ta'ala, like I promised you, since the time of Isha is late, we'll make it 15-20 minutes, inshallah ta'ala. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا أرحم الراحمين. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teach us what benefit us from what He taught us, and increase us in knowledge. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. طيب. 10 years ago, myself and Brother Ahmed right there in the corner, and one more brother named Walid, we sat down and we said, you know what, we want to do something that insha'Allah ta'ala will be a sadaqah jariyah, and we will teach the people, encourage the people to do as many a'mal as possible in Ramadan. So we came up with this brochure. This brochure is 10 years old. We came and we printed it. The first time we printed it was black and white. Now it developed, mashallah. So I gave the class 10 years ago, and then the next year, long story short, this was seen in many masajid all over the United States by people just distributing it to each other. And the weirdest thing is that one brother came, he said, I saw it in Dubai. When Allah put barakah in something, no one can stop it. And by the way, these, I did not tell anybody to print them. Allahu A'lam who it is, maybe one of you sitting here. He printed them from last year and he put them at the table outside. May Allah reward him, whoever he is, or reward her. Allahu A'lam. So they printed them and he put them outside for people to take and plan for Ramadan. What is this brochure? It says it could be my last Ramadan, and it's a suggested schedule of what to do in Ramadan from the moment you wake up till the moment you go back to sleep. If anybody would like to make more copies and put them out or distribute them or send them to your people, ask me, I will email you the soft copy, you can print it inshallah. I only have few, I know it's not enough, it's not fair to distribute them, but if anybody would like to go with me, you could, Yusuf, you could distribute as many as you want. And I will explain them in details inshallah ta'ala. So, go to the people, connections, huh? طيب. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. This Ramadan could be my last. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help me apply the program below every day of this month. Yani, Ya Allah, if you kept me alive to witness this month, inshallah ta'ala, this is what I want to do. Yesterday, in our dua workshop, and bifadlillah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the brothers and sisters who did not attend, mashallah, wallahi, only with the help of Allah, it was a major success, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. We studied many dua. One of the dua we studied yesterday, and it is the first dua mentioned in this brochure. You are sleeping at night, you get up, drink water, go to the restroom, your baby is crying, your stomach is aching, you couldn't sleep, you drank some caffeine before you sleep, whatever the reason is, you get up in the middle of the night. Man ta'arra bil-layl. When you first get up, you say this dua. You say this dua. What happens? By the way, the hadith is in Sahih Bukhari. La ilaha illallah, by the way, very familiar. La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulk wa lahul hamd wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Alhamdulillah. I divided into 3 segments. Alhamdulillah, subhanallah, la ilaha illallah, Allahu akbar, ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم اللهم اغفر لي. One more time. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير الحمد لله سبحان الله لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم اللهم اغفر لي. What happens? Sins are forgiven. And then the hadith said فإذا دعا, then you invoke, you make dua with anything you want, it is answered. What do you want? Shifa, Jannah, success, job, children, wife, husband, whatever you want. Rasulullah said, you say this dua when you get up in the middle of the night. Allahumma aghfirli. Then you make any dua you want, it is answered. And then look how the hadith ended. And if he prays, if he make wudu and pray, that salat is accepted. Is my Isha salat accepted? I don't know, right? There's no hadith that said if you pray Isha, this and that, it is accepted. This is the only hadith you will find. And if he prays, makes wudu and prays, it is accepted. But who's going to do something like this? Can you imagine? You ever tried something like this? You get up in the middle of the night, you're half asleep. You can't even know the fridge from the microwave. Huh? So you put and you drink some water and you can't wait to go back to sleep. And you remembered Brother Bajur. That's not a good memory, but you remembered the hadith. 2 rak'ah. The shaitan tell you, this is nafil. It's not a must. Go back to sleep, you have work. But those 2 rak'ahs, if you do them, and you make some dua, and nice, slow, Allahu Akbar. But it's very hard, I'm telling you, very hard. And it's easy to whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for. May Allah make it easy for all of us. Wallahi ya akhwan, it's very precious to Allah that you, as if you confirmed, I'm a slave, and you are the master. The slave wants to go do whatever he likes. And now, at this time, nothing is more beloved to me than sleeping. But Rasulullah said, no, if you make those 2 rak'ahs, there's a huge reward. So, Ya Allah, I'm going to make those 2 rak'ahs. That's the first thing every Ramadan. So please, memorize this dua. The wording of the dua is very common. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له, we all know it. Alhamdulillah, subhanallah, we all know it. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله, we all know it. Allahumma aghfirli. So we all know this dua. Just memorize it, please. Anytime you get up in the middle of the night, and in Ramadan specifically, you're definitely getting up for suhoor, right? Like a sister asked me today, said, Brother Bajur, since this is the longest Ramadan ever in 33 years, can we not sleep all night and sleep from the after Fajr till Dhuhr? It's a good question. If you have no job, yes, why not? But if you have a job, haram to sleep in the job because you are paid not to sleep, you are paid to work. Wala la, Sheikh. So usually this happens to us, right, Shah? In the last 10 nights, we do that. We stay up because, especially now these days, this year, by the time you finish Taraweeh, you'll be around 12 something, 12:30. If you want to come back at 3, sleeping that hour usually makes you lazier. Sleep for a little bit, and at night, in the morning, to take a nap, qaylula, is good during the day. But at night, if you sleep only for 1 hour, you wake up very annoyed and you're not feeling good. So please, every time you wake up, just say this dua. Pray those 2 rak'ah of qiyam, because in Ramadan it's easier to do this. In regular days, it's a little bit hard. In Ramadan, you're getting up for suhoor anyway. Let's go quickly. Looks like I'm not going to finish this today, but I'll go as fast as I can. Second, which is related to the first. Rasulullah ﷺ said that every night we sleep, all of us, Mr. Iblis, he comes and he put 3 knots on my neck. The hadith is also in Bukhari. He puts the 3 knots and he says, the night is too long, stay sleeping. The night is long, stay sleeping. How can I get rid of those knots? Not uqdah. How do I get rid of these knots? First knot, Sheikh. Shah. First knot, you wake up, of course, but you have 3 knots. What's the first knot? How do I get rid of this first knot? That's the second. Remember Allah. Any dhikr. The dhikr we said before. Alhamdulillah alladhi ahayana. Any remembrance. And if you do the one that we before it, it will be great. So remembering Allah took care of the first knot. Second knot, like Abu Junaid said, make wudu. Third knot, pray. Then the 3 knots are gone. And then look at the hadith, how it ended. The 3 knots are undone and you will be full of energy. He will get up energetic with a good heart in the morning. Otherwise, he will be lazy and with a mischievous heart. That's why if someone constantly miss Fajr, you will see them very lazy. And see the brothers who pray Fajr all the time, and specifically in Jama'ah, full of energy. Today, where's Ayman? He left. My car, Brother Ayman is fixing it, so he gave me a loaner car to manage. And he gave me a car, everybody sees me driving, and says, Brother Pasha, what is this? You look undercover in this car. It's like very sporty, Dodge, or stuff like that. Anyway, I'm not used to the car. So all of a sudden I'm going home back after Fajr. Fajr was at 5:30 today. So we finished around, after the lecture, we finished 5:50. So I started the car and going back home. All of a sudden, the car stopped completely. Off, done. I looked, empty, no gas. I'm not used to it, so subhanallah, I called the first brother. He turned out to be in San Diego or San Jose, somewhere. I called Brother Samir, may Allah reward him. Brother Samir forgot his wallet at home. So in the beginning, there was no help. Then he made it up, alhamdulillah. He picked me up and took me, and subhanallah. So the point is, Samir was full of energy to come and help me and get all this ajr, inshallah. May Allah reward him for coming and going and buying the gas and putting it. So you come pray Fajr in Jama'ah, inshallah ta'ala. You will be full of energy. And please, in Ramadan, my brothers, I know most of you from your faces, I know that you are from the people of Fajr and Jama'ah. But please, if you are not, please, you are up for suhoor anyway. So it's not the first hard part of it is out, right? To get up and this and that. Because most of us, shuruq at 6:30, I'll get up at 6:20, I'll pray and go back to sleep. Or sometimes it's close to the time to go to work, so I pray Fajr and go to work. Now you're up for suhoor anyway, right? Please, for the sake of Allah, for your own high place in Jannah, don't miss Fajr in Jama'ah in Ramadan. And like Abu Mundhir reminded us, 21 times you do something, it becomes a habit. So you have 30 now. 30 days of coming to Fajr in Jama'ah, bi'idhnillah, in Shawwal, khalas, you are addicted. You're addicted to Fajr in Jama'ah. You need a major shaitan to make you get rid of this addiction. طيب, let's go to the third one, and I will finish with this because I promise you we're not going to make it long. Ya Akhwan, now, if somebody tells you this is the longest Ramadan ever in 33 years, tell him or tell her this is the most rewarding Ramadan. It is the longest Ramadan, but it's the most rewarding Ramadan. Because I did not move to Dallas specifically to suffer and fast longer. I'm living here, and it happens that it is long. We're fasting. And inshallah ta'ala, the longer the ibadah, the more is the reward, right? Inshallah ta'ala. So a lot of people, I heard the brother one time tell me, and he's bragging, Brother Bajur, 20 years, no suhoor. From iftar to iftar. Now he's thinking that, this is يعني big. And he's very happy, and I can make it. It's no problem for me. From suhoor, no suhoor for me. Me, no suhoor. This is wrong. Even if the suhoor bother you, let's assume that the suhoor bother you. Just get up and take one sip of water just to practice the sunnah and get those two rewards from these two authentic ahadith. Number one, inna fi suhoori, ايش يا رياض؟ Barakah. Suhoor has barakah. There's a blessing in the suhoor. So I want to have blessing in my day, in my fasting day, inshallah. I want to have barakah in that day. Just a sip of water, I practice the sunnah, ya Rasulullah. The second hadith, إن الله وملائكته يصلون على المتسحرين. Allah, when we say Allah makes salat on someone, what does it mean? He mentioned them in the Mala al-A'la. He mentioned their name to the angels. And when we say the angels make salat on someone, it means making dua istighfar. They're making Allahumma aghfir lahu. Allah. Angel, the one who لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم, they never disobey Allah, are making a dua for you. The hadith said Allah and His angels are making dua for the people who are making suhoor. So if I have my suhoor just for that reason, and these days, really 16, 17 hours of fasting, we all need the suhoor. A couple of odd number of dates, 3, 5, 77, any odd number of dates, inshallah ta'ala, to keep you going for the day, inshallah. I will finish with this, inshallah. And maybe by next week, inshallah, somebody will print these and bring them to the brothers, and we'll have them all, and we can go all through it. Barakallah feek, Brother Rana. الذين يسارعون في الخيرات. He's always, anytime I say something, he raises his hand, mashallah. Please, listen to me carefully. While you are shoving the food in your mouth at suhoor because you want to make sure 17 hours, please take a break before the adhan. Let's assume Fajr at 5. Let's assume. It will be a little bit earlier probably. Let's assume at 5 for the sake of numbers. At 4, 58, 57, whatever you can, take a corner, tell your children, tell your wife, this is time for ish. What's the best time for this? Jum'ah. كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون وبالأسحار إيش هم يستغفرون. This is the best time for istighfar. Best time. Allah said in Surah Al-Dhariyat, those special people that are in Jannat, they have special characteristic. One of their characteristic is that at time of suhoor here does not mean specifically you're fasting. At the time of sahar, yani last time of the night, they were sitting down, astaghfirullah, 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 Allahumma aghfir li, astaghfirullah al-azim, alladhi la ilaha illa hu, al-hayy al-qayyum, wa atubu. They're making a lot of istighfar. So take a break, even a minute, whatever you want, and make a lot of istighfar at that time. So you can be amongst al-mustaghfirina bil-ashar. Okay? So inshallah ta'ala, this is only we covered A, B, C. We still have up to maybe L or N. So inshallah ta'ala, we will continue that bi'idhnillah ta'ala next week. And I will have a program for you and your family also next week. So please keep coming and attending the Monday night so we could all be charged and ready for the month of Ramadan. اللهم بلغنا رمضان اللهم بلغنا رمضان واجعلنا فيه من الصائمين واجعلنا فيه من القائمين واجعلنا فيه من عتقائك من النار يا أرحم الراحمين. Two things quickly. Number one, I have my brother Amir Ihtisham, one of my very close brothers from Long Island. We're going to try to drag him and make him from the people of Dallas soon, inshallah. Right here, welcome him. And also I have my brother Faiz over there. I want you to all congratulate him because he's a aris. He just got married. Takbir. ما شاء الله. جزاكم الله خير وبارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Did you talk on this before? Like in the masjid, like in front of Allah.